You can tell you what's up, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Tottenham versus Manchester United. What a game. What a wild team Manchester United is. I told you, if you watch Manchester United from the lens of them just being an average team, you're gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna have that big of a problem. So I advise the Manchester United fans to just sit back and just don't even wish for the season to end. Just rejoice. Just enjoy the show because it is quite a spectacle. It is quite a spectacle to behold. At this point, I honestly think that you guys should just play your academy players. I mean, they were there. I don't know why Amarin didn't use them. He should have used them. He should have used all of them. Five of those changes should have been to academy players. Only one came in, Obi in the end. And how many minutes did he get? He didn't get that many minutes. So just wild what's going on with Manchester United. But I have to say for the game itself, Manchester United had a bunch too many opportunities that it could have easily been a 1-1. At the very least, it should have ended a 1-1. And you couldn't even do that. There's so many opportunities wasted, especially from the GOAT himself, more so than Anthony, the GOAT that's playing right now in Real Betis. This is the true GOAT, Garnacho. Garnacho, I don't know why when you guys got that deal from Napoli, I don't know why you didn't accept. Well, I mean they said it was too high, so why didn't you guys just bring it down? Bring it down and just make sure whatever you guys want, whatever Napoli wants, just give him that price, fixed price, and just send him on his way. And have somebody escort him to the airport. Just make sure he's gonna get on that plane. Make sure, and even somebody accompany him on the plane so they make sure, yep, he's here. We landed in Napoli. I just can't anymore. And the whole cop out that he's a young guy, he's a young player. That's not budging anymore. That's not working out anymore. Come on, you gotta get somebody else. You gotta get somewhere. I don't care if they're in a mid-table team at this point, but for the sake of the Premier League, because Garnacho can't play in any EPL team at all. He's not for the EPL. I'm sure you guys see this. Please, you tell me that you see this. Garnacho cannot play for EPL team, and he might do great when he's in La Liga, when he's in Ligue 1, when he's in maybe in Germany. Turkish league, I don't know, Mexican league, like, but not for the EPL. Please, like, cannot take a defender at all on. There's no 1v1 when it comes to Garnacho. Like, he can't do that to save his life whatsoever. And this is not me trying to bash on the guy. I'm sure he's a great player in another league, another team, but for Man U or any other EPL team, he just doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the physical condition. He doesn't have the strength. He's not a physical player, and so many mistakes. Now I will give him this in the beginning. He had a number of good shots on goal. On goal, the first shot I think that he took, where there was a bunch of rebounds and other people were taking shots, and he just wanted to place it in the corner, upper 90. I thought that was the best. And had he done nothing else but just that and not have lost the ball, I would have been happy with his performance. But he couldn't even do that. And then I'm not even mentioning the huge waste of a chance that he had all by himself. And Tottenham, just what were Tottenham doing? Tottenham weren't even marking him whatsoever. So, got to get rid of this guy. Definitely got to get rid of this guy. And I know it's not going to happen. He's going to stay. But just because the whole excuse, the whole reasoning is because he's young. That's it. That's all they're going on. He's young. Nothing's going to happen. Just like you had one good season, I think it was from Rashford, where he was like 30 plus goals. That may or may not happen with Garnacho, but why would you wait for 5, 6 seasons for that to happen? It's just a waste of time, in my opinion. You got to get yourself rid of so many players. Dorgu, on the other hand, you have this other, this 20-year-old that's playing as if Dorgu seemed like he was injured. He just came back into the first team. He is a starter of a player. He is so good. Yeah, there was some decisions in the back where he was trying to, I wouldn't say showboat, but he was taking it a little bit too easy. And he should have felt a little bit more pressured into just clearing that ball instead of trying to play it to Bruno or to Maguire. Like, oh my God, thankfully nothing bad happened there. But other than that, the physicality, the pace, the speed, the recovery, the intelligence, the right decisions when it comes to the ball, anticipating, like, great from Dorgu. That super buy for Manchester United. I'm really happy with that purchase. Maguire also, I would say, like, he had a pretty decent game. I mean, what can you say when the rest of the squad is not playing good? Bruno Fernandes, unrecognizable. I don't know what's going on with Bruno. this is a different player from. I'm still holding on to the Liverpool game that they had where he was just phenomenal. He was just legendary in that game. We did not get that. Xerxes, people are saying that Xerxes had a decent game. I see a decent player. I see a good enough player that if he goes somewhere else, he definitely will have a good career somewhere else. But I don't think it's going to happen Man United because so many factors. No one's playing good. The team's gone to the bin. But there was some good passes. His pass was quality. A lot of the passes, a lot of good ideas thinking ahead. Teammates were not on the same page. But yeah, Xerxes just, I mean, there were a lot of mistakes as well. Mistakes that, could have been done better. Could have been done a lot better from Xerxes. Dalo also kind of there. I don't know what really is going on there. Delit. I think the backline was pretty solid out of the whole Manchester United squad. Delit, Maguire, and Dorgu. Mazraoui was being cooked. He was being had with what's his name, Spence. Spence was just having an awesome game. He was just taking on Dalo and Mazraoui as if they weren't even there. They weren't even in the game, according to Spence. He had a phenomenal game. I think man of the match, rightly so. The goal for Tottenham, I mean, Madison with a push in, but I mean, Porro, another one that had a phenomenal game, just lungs all day going up and down, up and down. Yeah, just what a great player. And just the goal just taking on, getting away from his marker, passing it to Bentancur, the center, and Son. I mean, Son, my son, like with the volley. You didn't have to do that. Like, did he not catch that volley just perfectly? I mean, that was phenomenal. Just the volley and I think it was Bergvall that ended up shooting after the rebound, and then Madison with a touch in. Casemiro, I felt Casemiro was just by himself. Nobody was with him. And besides the fact that Casemiro has lost so much form, doesn't even look like he's in the team or he's half there. He looks very, I wouldn't say nonchalant, but like he's trying to nurse an injury. I don't know. It's not the usual Casemiro, that's for sure. And he was just left by himself. He was left most of the match just by himself. What could he have done? What could he have done? So yeah, there was no plan of attack. With what were you going to attack? Xerxes was the only one pretty much that was trying to do that job. That Bruno Fernandes and maybe Casemiro could have done. He was playing both positions in my opinion. Again, strange game, man. Strange game. Fun match at the same time. Because there were a lot of chances from both teams. I think the clearest chances were had by Manchester United, and the quality is not there. It's just not there. It's just so disappointing to see. But at the same time, I'm trying to take that lens from, just okay, Manchester United are just a middle table team, so there's nothing to expect. So why would I get upset? Why would I, there are flashes where I get upset because it was Manchester United, but it's not. It's just unrecognizable as a team, and very poor from almost everybody. I don't know, but it was a fun watch. I got to leave it at that. It was a fun watch. That's all I got to say about that. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys soon.